Hello and welcome to the famous Matches of Magic channel. This is the quarterfinals between Makihito Mihara and Paulo Vitor Damo. Makihito Mahara is playing the Dragonstorm combo deck, and Paulo Vitor Damo is playing a straightforward Boros aggro deck. Makihito Mahara is moments away from advancing to the semi-finals, but this matchup is famous for one of the biggest blunders in Pro Tour history.
Ritual. Did he miscount his mana?
No.
He didn't sleight of hand to leave himself without enough for Dragonstorm, did he? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 6 in his pool.
Oh my.
This ritual sends him to 8, right?
We always get a dramatic play. Is this the one?
Will Mahara be able to pull this out and make up for his mistake? Or Paulo Vitor Damo, the Hall of Famer and multiple-time world champion, may be able to capitalize on this and advance to the finals? Let's head down to the match and find out now. If you are new to the channel, we scour the internet for famous matches of Magic from the Pro Tour you can't find anywhere else. Enhance the video quality with AI technology to make them easier to watch. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you appreciate all the hard work that goes into these videos. Now let's get into the action.
Regarded Japanese deck designer.
Okay.
And you know what? Again, he's the next guy in a lot of ways. He's always the next guy. The Japanese just seems to be infectious.
Okay.
Right? People. You see other players around you doing well. You're a good player. You have good players to test against. What we talked about earlier.
Right.
You get when you can test your decks against the best players in the world.
Sure. That's how you get good.
You learn to make the best decisions.
That is how you get good. So turn 1 Lotus Bloom from Mahara. Meanwhile, Paulo is coming out as fast as he can. He's got Savannah Lion, Knight, and Rift Bolt, just trying to smash damage through. Telling time for Mahara. He is queued up to have that Lotus Bloom resolve next turn, and that's the turn he's supposed to win, right?
Yeah, it is. I wonder if Paulo hasn't jinxed himself here.
What do you mean?
Well, he's not a soccer fan. He does not follow football, as they
Right.
call it in everywhere but the United States.
Right.
And yet he's wearing a Brazil football jersey.
Is that a football jersey?
Yes, it is. Perhaps a little.
This is actually this has been a running feud between the Japanese and the Brazilians for a while. Like, they played in the World Cup. They actually played in the World Cup during Pro Tour Charleston. It was on. I remember being on the TV in the lounge, and all the Japanese players, they sort of knew. I mean, it's Brazil, it's football, so and they give themselves a big chance. But in their mind, it was okay. They rationalized it, saying, "You guys can have football, we have Magic."
Right. I remember the judges saying that. The Japanese judge.
And now here, Mahara is trying to put Paulo in his place. Go back to the football. This is our place. Top 8 Sunday in a Magic tournament. This is Japan's field.
Wow, look at the body language on Paulo.
Yeah, Paulo just looks defeated.
Well, he could smell Player of the Year. I mean, it's within his grasp.
Yeah, 3 wins away.
Tick, tick, tick.
Lotus
tick,
Bloom suspending
tick.
one more.
Rift.
All right, Whiff Bolt resolves. He points that at Mahara. That drops Mahara to 11.
So he's
got
fall
6
to
damage
5
here. 5 points of burn is pretty tough.
Volcanic Hammer would do it.
Yeah. I heard you.
Lightning Helix Volcanic Hammer. I see.
Needs another land too, right? He's supposed to get 3 cards in his hand?
A Marcelo Valencio Volcanico.
Oh, interesting. Paulo's got Honorable Passage in his hand.
But he's got to worry about Giga Drowse.
After sideboarding, do you still have Giga Drowse against Boros? Paulo should just...
Probably not.
Oh, Paulo's not even going to play the Volcanic Hammer. He's going to leave his opponent at 5.
Right.
Leave up the Honorable Passage.
Right, even if it's lethal. Even if it's a lethal Dragonstorm.
All right, well, there's ritual number 1. Lotus Bloom. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just cast...
Oh, he just hard cast the dragon.
Oh, and it's not all aimed at...
1 to a lion.
Paulo.
1 to a lion. 3 to Paulo. That's still lethal, right?
That's going to be lethal.
He honorable passages to 3 that's targeting him back at Mahara, and Mahara's tapped out, right?
Yes.
Wow.
And he's got the Helix in hand, so this game's over.
I think Paulo's got this one.
He's just going through it to make sure. Or
What happened?
Maybe he doesn't want to show him the honorable passage.
Why did he not passage
Well, he's
there?
got.
I don't get it. Oh, he's going to passage this damage. Block. Passage the 5. Wow, there's 5 damage smashed back at Mahara, and Paulo takes. Bob might be number 4.
I mean, Bob is. Yes, I think so. When you especially when you rack up all of Bob's other titles, he has fewer top 8s. He has 4 top 8s, fewer than a lot of players, and certainly fewer than say Darwin's 8.
Sure. Meanwhile, Makihito Mahara and PVDR are off to the races.
I was going to say, you did use the full name a couple times there.
I know. 5 names is just too many for most of the English-speaking world to deal with. PV, I've heard suggested. Apparently, that's what some of his friends call him.
That's
DDR seems kind of cute.
DDR is very funny. PV is the name he uses in the forums on MagicTheGathering.com.
Right.
He's posted in the forums of my column a couple times. I've interviewed him in the column. So.
What are those are...
Mahara has repealed a Savannah Lions and a Soltari Priest.
And now down comes the Priest, and back down comes the Savannah Lion. Mahara's got to feel good, though. 3 turns into this game, and he's only taken 1 point of damage.
Have you been surprised to see the storage lands?
Oh, he's taking 0 points. He's actually winning on life. PV is at 19. PV doesn't sound right.
PV
I don't know. It's not working for me.
Okay. Well, I like just Vitor.
Vitor?
Yeah. It sounds close to Victor. As in victorious.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Victorious could be kind of funny. No?
I don't think so.
Really?
We should get the forums to sound off on this. What's the right nickname?
We need a good nickname. We call him Pele.
Telling time from Mahara, and comes up with Lotus Bloom. Take him a couple turns, but he's bought those turns. Those early rewinds just saved him a ton of damage.
Repeals. Yeah.
Sorry, repeals.
Turns, got him cards, take him closer to his win condition. What have you been surprised to see the storage lands? How did the storage lands play out in the Future League? Did they get a lot of play?
People messed around with them a little bit. I think they were at this point where it's like, maybe if the situation's just right. We figured they were certainly good enough for limited and in an interesting spot. I think the key decision, the key tweak was taking the tap off of the second ability. I mean, that was like when they had the tap on the second ability, they were just garbage. Like nobody would play them even in limited. And then the suggestion, it was actually my suggestion, take the tap off, and now they're in a spot where they're sort of at this very interesting power level. We might finally have the first storage lands that actually are you're not sacrificing too much.
They're actually very exciting.
Yeah, I think they're cool. I was pretty happy with the way this turned out. Mark Rose sort of likes to call that development design. Right? You find exactly the right combination of cost to put it at an interesting power level. It's certainly not the most innovative cards we've ever done. I mean, there have been storage lands for years from a design point of view, but I was pretty happy with the way those turned out.
Yeah, I had a nice moment when we were doing a draft. I was playing against Aaron Forsyth, and I cast the Coal Stoker, and I had 3 mana, and I had nothing to do with it. I was tapped out, but I had a storage land in play, so I removed 0 counters 3 times.
Nice.
And Aaron's a harsh critic, and a kind word from Aaron goes a long way. So he was like, "Oh, that's nice. I didn't really see that play coming." And you could see probably a 3-1 permanent advantage for Tiago Chen, who sideboarded in annexes in the matchup. It looks like, Giant Solifuge, which seems like an unlikely sideboard card. We talked about how.
Paulo kept his 5, and they were off to the races.
Interesting strategy, and there's the Savannah Lion.
There's the turn 1 Savannah Lion. That's how you win off a mulligan to 5.
With the Flagstones as his land.
Nassif does have a Martyr Sands, by the way, but because of the annexes, he does not have enough land to bring it back again. Savannah Lions crunches in. Mahara falls to 18. Savannah Lion gets repealed. Paulo looks like he's Stuck on one land. Did you just choose not to replay the Savannah Lion? No, I got end step repealed. Okay. You got end step repealed now. We know he's got Savannah Lion. Just the one land.
He's expecting a remand here.
What are you going to do, not cast it, though?
No, it still stings. Just taking a look through the deck list. Yep, 4 remand. And it was, he just cycled through remand to draw a card.
Sure.
You got the second land from Paulo. The thing about the Dragonstorm deck is you have no idea what position you're in against Dragonstorm. You have these boards where your opponent just has land and no action, and you're like, all right, I'm in great shape.
Yep.
And then suddenly your opponent, got 3 cards in hand. And they're like, Rite of Flame, Dragonstorm. Take 15.
All right, well, Paulo played a Knight of the Holy Nimbus, and then he played a second Ruins of Trocare to go get a couple of planes out of his deck.
Sort of an unmulligan.
A little bit. I mean, he's got his mana set up now.
It undoes 1 mulligan.
It's 2 cards for 2 cards.
Oh.
I mean, it just fixes it. Thins a little bit, but I mean, it's neutral on cards.
That's true. But he got red.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying. Yeah, certainly he's happy to have red mana. Certainly he's happy to be at 3 and have his deck have a little more spell density in it. What he's not happy about is the fact that Mahara is still sitting on 16 life. And here we are, 4 or 5 turns into the game. Telling time.
4 or 5 turns. What happens on turn 5 with the Dragonstorm deck?
I don't know. It's supposed to win on turn 4, right? Meanwhile, we have our first semifinalist. Congratulations, Ryu Ogura. Pablo Carvalho just could not get it going. He had some mana problems the first couple games, and Ogura pulls off the sweep. 2-0. We now have 1 Japanese player through to the semifinals. We were talking about Shuta Yasuka and his quest to win Player of the Year. It's kind of like he's got 3 bodyguards in the top 8. 3 of his fellow countrymen are trying to take out Paulo and Tiago.
Oh, that's true. They got a flying wedge.
Keep the title in our country. Another telling time from Mahara.
Yeah, this is just such a scary place to be in when you're
For
playing.
Paulo, yeah, he's got the slouch again.
Yeah. Again, you just feel like any turn your opponent can just tap out and kill you. Anything exciting going on in the forums?
Reading. Somebody noticed the Nassif yawn.
So what do you...
They're happy we switched off the Nassif match. That's what I've got so far.
So what do you guys do at home? I know people are posting in the forums. What are you guys doing while you're watching this match? Are you just up? Are you guys up all night watching this? Are you? Is it daytime? What?
I think the people watching right now are staying up all night, which is awesome. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, if I was home, certainly that's what I would be doing. Although maybe I'd be sulking because I wasn't here. So I'm not watching that.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't not been to one of these in like 10 years.
It's been a long. It hasn't been quite nearly as long for me, but it's been a long time since I've missed one.
I haven't missed one since summer '97.
Wow. That's Levy-like.
It's longer than Levy's streak, actually. A couple events longer.
So,
Paulo knows the 2 telling times resolved. He knows his opponent's is setting his hand up. He's just smashing over as quickly as he can. I believe is Mahara at 12 now.
12. I see at least 8 points of burn in hand, but not enough turns necessarily to get all that burn to resolve.
Right. There's another Knight of the Holy Nimbus, and there's a Rift Bolt. Pretty efficient use of mana.
Rift Bolt's been an exciting card this weekend.
Sure. Mahara draws the card he set up with telling time. He's facing 6 plus the burn. There's a sleight of hand.
Spell number
Mahara
1.
needs to go off this turn. Paulo can probably kill him next turn. But, I mean, you can tell from Paulo, he's just got his arms folded and the slouch, got his head lolled to the side. He knows this is probably the turn. Mahara set everything up. It's now or never.
Oh.
There's a ritual.
Oh, boy.
There's another one. Sleight of hand. That this second ritual will be 3 spells.
It's okay, Paulo. There's no shame in a 60-point season. or even a 50-plus point season. Level 6.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It's gonna be a great year.
Yeah, it's a 51 point season for him. If
51 point season. So hopefully you'll start going to some Grand Prix.
If you'd $500 a piece waiting for him.
If you'd gone to more than one Grand Prix, you might be Player of the Year right now.
Did Mahara miscount? Like, he played that ritual, and then he took back the second ritual. Did he miscount his mana?
No.
He didn't sleight of hand to leave himself without enough for Dragonstorm, did he? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 6 in his pool.
Oh my.
This ritual sends him to 8, right?
We always get a dramatic play. Is this the one?
He didn't sleight of hand himself to one mana short, did he? Is that a smile starting to grow Paulo? Picked his hand off. He's looking. It's like, what is this happening?
Did Willie Edel just attack with everything here? What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, if Mahara just has that ritual, that's not enough. He's 1 mana short, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 untapped lands. He's got 2 red in his pool from the Cold Snap ritual, the first one. The second one would send him at +2. That's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's only 8 mana.
And there's a Rift Bolt looming.
There's a Rift Bolt and 6 points of creature damage. That's 9. That drops him to 3.
Great shot on our right monitor of a giant Rift Bolt with a suspend counter on it. There we go.
I'm coming in. I'm coming in.
Wow. This is unbelievable. I take back my...
Get a good summary. I'll set you up as soon as this ends.
Wow, I am stunned.
Yeah, I mean, Mahara's just sitting there staring now. Like, he must not have it.
Is this the...
He had it.
If he has it, this is just a savage slow roll.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have it, he's like, what does he do? Paulo getting a little more confident by the second.
Wow.
Why aren't I dead? I'm supposed to be dead.
Oh, the smile. Involuntary muscle reaction.
Here it comes.
How do you say awkward in Portuguese?
Yeah, pretty much the entry condition to get into the red zone, into the feature match area these days. You got to speak either Japanese or Portuguese. Between how well the Brazilians are doing and how well the Portuguese are doing, it's becoming the language of. God, look at Mahara. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Wow.
He's just staring at those cards, going, "This was supposed to work. What just happened?" He's confused and scrambling for a plan.
So he's got 2 mana in his pool from the first Rite of Flame.
Right.
So he goes down 1, and he adds 3.
Mm-hmm.
That would give him 4.
All right. Well, it looks like he's decided on something.
Yeah, no, that's 8 mana, right?
Yeah.
Dragonstorm still costs 9?
Still costs 9. I mean, he could hard cast a Hellkite for 8.
I don't think that'll do it. He'll be tapped out. He can't kill the Knights.
No. I mean, it might keep him alive.
I think the judges just...
Yeah, Mahara, you got to make a play. He's been here long enough.
Pulls 2 counters to indicate 2 red in his mana pool. Can he just run away from the table? Wow.
Wow, repeals the Savannah Lion. Just a draw card.
Maybe if he draws a Seething Song.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's some sort of a desperate play like that. Used up 2 mana there. He always got 4. He can get to 6. Yeah, Seething Song would get the job done.
Paulo.
Or wouldn't it? Seething Song's only +2, right?
No, Seething Song is 5 mana.
For 3.
+2. Yeah.
+2. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. The ritual is 5, 6. So even a Seething Song is not good enough there. Oh, he just got a slow play warning, too. There's the ritual. Oh, is that another ritual? That was good enough.
Wow.
Oh my God, he repealed into the third ritual.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I don't know if somebody on the floor got a look at his hand, but I think he just repealed into the third ritual.
Oh.
Unbelievable. There's the hand from Paulo. Oh my goodness.
And there you have it. Makihito Mahara advances to the semi-finals. Please make sure to leave some comments and feedback and let me know what I could improve upon and what you appreciate about these videos. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.